Market segmentation is a process many businesses use to identify their target market and fully understand their wants and needs. This video explores the concept of market segmentation with supporting examples by applying the process involved to Gymshark. Market segmentation is a business tool which aids businesses such as Gymshark to divide up the market or potential customers into groups, which are known as segments. These are based on several factors and characteristics. These commonly include location, demographics, behaviour, lifestyle, and income. The key reason for market segmentation is based on the vast differences between the needs and wants of people. For example, if we set up a business selling t-shirts today and just aim to sell one generic design to the whole market, the chances are we may not attract many customers at all, as we fail to meet anyone's specific needs or wants. Therefore, businesses segment the market into groups of people according to their differing wants and needs. This allows them to effectively focus and tailor their products and associated marketing campaigns at them specifically. Once potential customers have been split up into segments, the business is then able to analyse each one in turn to assess the potential profitability or long-term growth of each one, with the aim of targeting a specific segment or collection of segments to market their products to and maximise sales and profitability. Once the business has decided on the specific segments of the market it will be aiming its products and services at, it will then develop and apply an appropriate marketing mix to attract and convert this specific target market into paying customers. Let's take a look at the different types of market segments in more detail and some examples of market segmentation at Gymshark. Splitting up the market by the location of potential customers is also known as geographical segmentation and is essentially based on where the market live. Businesses have a wide range of options when it comes to the product it offers according to the target market's location, and often choose to alternate their product offering according to the location of their customers. This is more apparent in global businesses such as McDonald's, whose menu varies across the world according to the location of their customers. For example, in France they have the Mac Baguette, and in the Philippines the speciality is the McRice Burger. Gymshark have grown from a startup in 2012 where founder Ben Francis and a group of his high school friends got taught how to sew by his grandma and produce the early products in his parents' garage. This has now escalated into a global business which now operates within 131 countries. However, unlike McDonald's, the core products at Gymshark remain the same regardless of the customer's location. The business was founded on a belief that young gym goers wanted to look and feel good going to the gym, so Ben Francis had a vision of providing them with functional gym wear which perform well and look very good, which remains true regardless of where the customer is located. Demographic segmentation is based on the characteristics of the target market and include age, gender, race, religion, and sexual orientation, amongst many others. Considering the demographics of the target market and the product suitability for them is vital for any business. For example, McDonald's targets the age demographic of young children with their Happy Meal option, providing a smaller quantity of food with healthier options such as carrot sticks, alongside a novelty item including a toy or a book, which allows the business to attract and engage the younger audience with the potential of turning them into a lifelong loyal customer. Whereas a business such as ASOS, which sells dresses and trainers amongst other items, are targeting the gender demographic of women looking to buy what they call the freshest fashion at an affordable price. Gymshark have a very clear target demographic which it aims its products at. Their main target market in relation to demographics is based on age, with a clear audience of 18 to 25 year olds of any gender. Gymshark know and understand the wants and needs of their audience and have succeeded in reaching them through not only developing the products to meet their wants and needs, but by using extremely effective promotional methods via their social media platforms, and they've got over 5 million followers on those, combined with the use of influencers which this demographic follow and take inspiration from. Gymshark are actually famous for being one of the early adopters of the influencer marketing model within the health and fitness industry, within which they effectively targeted this demographic through YouTubers including Lex Griffin and Nikki Blacketta, amongst many others. Behavioural segmentation predominantly relates to the consumer buying behaviour and how it varies between industries and specific segments of the market. For example, some businesses will see an upturn in sales at Christmas, while other businesses, such as those which specialise in garden equipment for example, will thrive during the summer. It's very important for businesses to be aware of the behaviours of their target market to ensure they plan production of their products accurately and execute effective marketing campaigns at the right time. Gymshark's products tend to sell all year round and experience seasonal peaks alongside the usual peaks in the health and fitness industry. However, a very effective way in which Gymshark use the behaviour of their target market to their advantage is through the use of sales. They typically hold 2 major sales each year, and the Black Friday one is arguably their most effective and attractive to their customer base. A great example is through a marketing campaign named Blackout, which utilised their target market's fear of missing out by running a week-long sale starting on Monday at 3 PM until the end of the week, with a countdown timer showing how long the sale had left, which influenced their behaviour and increased impulse purchases. These types of sales have led to Gymshark selling 90% of their products in just one day in the past. Segmenting the market by lifestyle is focused on the hobbies and interests of people, alongside their wants and needs according to the type of life they lead. The rapid rise of veganism and increase of vegan options available at restaurants and supermarkets to their customers is a clear example of businesses identifying a recent change in the lifestyle choices of many of their customers in specific segments of the market, with many businesses reacting to and targeting this audience, such as Subway releasing plant-based products which include the meatless meatball marinara and taste like chicken subs. The market segment of lifestyle is one of the most important characteristics of a customer at Gymshark, and focusing on this segment you could argue has been the main factor in their growth and success to date. Gymshark have a clear target audience of 18 to 25 year olds whose lifestyles revolve around fitness, fashion and music. Once Gymshark identified the lifestyle choices of its target audience, the business was able to effectively target their products at them through a series of well executed marketing strategies based around their lifestyle choices, hobbies and areas of interest. The final segment, which is commonly assessed by businesses, is income. This segment is focused on how much the typical person earns and how much disposable income they have. It's a crucial factor for any business to consider before they launch their product or target a specific segment of the market. For example, businesses such as Tesla and Rolex clearly target a segment of the market which have high earning potential and high amounts of disposable income, whereas businesses such as Aldi target a segment of the market which mainly have a lower earning potential and not as much disposable income as customers of competitors such as Waitrose. Gymshark targets a market of customers who have high levels of disposable income, but not necessarily higher earning potential due to the age of their target market being slightly younger. Although their gymwear is pitched as affordable, it's still at the higher end of the market in line with competitors such as Nike, in comparison to businesses which target their gymwear products to customers with lower levels of disposable income, which include Boohoo or Primark. Gymshark have been very successful when targeting this segment of the market, as they are willing to pay the premium price due to the high-end quality, fashionable gymwear which is designed to shape to fit, slimming and be tight in all the right places, effectively meeting the needs and wants of the target market. Now that we have looked at various examples of market segmentation in action, it's important to understand the potential benefits and drawbacks of conducting market segmentation. Let's start with the benefits. The key benefit of using market segmentation for a business such as Gymshark is that the process enables them to understand and meet the needs of their customers more effectively. This is very clear at Gymshark, as the business clearly meets the needs and wants of its target market and act upon these. By doing so, it has led to Gymshark achieving increased brand loyalty and repeat custom, whilst at the same time reducing price sensitivity around the brand, allowing Gymshark to charge a higher price for their products and the target market being happy to pay it, which has ultimately increased the revenue and profitability of the business, which has grown from a startup in 2012 to a reported $1.3 billion brand in 2020. However, it's important to understand some of the potential drawbacks of conducting market segmentation. A key drawback is the potential for increased costs, not just while conducting the analysis of the market initially, but the increased research and development costs involved when a business develops and produces products to meet the needs and wants of various segments of the market. Alongside this, marketing to a wider audience and more segments over time will also cost more money, as the message communicated is likely to alter according to the varying wants and needs of the target market, as the business aims at different segments, which will increase the amount of marketing activities required. Market segmentation can also lead to a bigger product range, as the business tries to meet the wants and needs of more people within various segments of the market, which can cause a business to lose sight of its core purpose or values and cause confusion for customers, potentially leading to the brand to lose its identity and be less able to exploit economies of scale. Gymshark are a fantastic example of market segmentation being conducted and executed effectively by a business to support the growth of their brand. They have focused purely on just a few specific segments of the market, with age and lifestyle being the most notable characteristics of its target market. Once these were identified, they targeted them with well executed marketing, mainly through social media and influencers, offering products which met their wants and needs in terms of both quality and style at a price they are willing to pay due to their earning potential and disposable income levels. So that's it, market segmentation. I hope you found the video useful, and if you have, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to Two Teachers YouTube channel for lots more business studies content. All the best.